Hello, wrestling fans, and after a week of botched, stupid technical difficulties, we are finally back on the air. Fuck off, LiveStream. I am Andy Kwan, and with me as always is Liam Dunn.
I think we need to reintroduce the show. I don't think... I've knocked some... Oh, yes, brilliant. You can tell we're live. Anyway, as I was saying, I think we need to reintroduce the show. I don't think the current intro that you do really justifies this show, in all honesty, if you want me to be honest.
Why?
Because you can now say that this is the only pro wrestling podcast that has an Oscar-nominated individual on the show.
Oh, fuck off. Just fuck off. You are not an Oscar... We said this the last time. You are not an Oscar-nominated person.
I am!
Right.
Not in the traditional... Not in the traditional sense. Not in the traditional sense.
No,
but...
you're an idiot, right?
No!
It says on Twitter, and I quote, Liam Dunn, film editor, podcaster, damn you, Golden Globe, BAFTA, and Oscar-nominated location Marshall.
That's still... Hey, look, if it's been nominated for Best Picture, that means everyone involved is technically an Oscar-nominated individual. Because they've worked on the film.
Shut the hell up.
Hey, look.
I don't care.
I haven't even said about my big news and you're already jumping down my throat. Thank you very much, good sir.
Jesus. Okay.
Because not only can you say that this show is the only pro wrestling podcast that has an Oscar-nominated co-host, but now you can say it's the only pro wrestling podcast that has a co-host who is joining the Avengers in a couple of months. That's right. Guess what film I'm working on? Biatch. Shut your mouth. There you go. Putting that one out there. That shut you up. Do you want a napkin with that? Because you just got served. I really shouldn't do smack talk. I've just realised this.
Yeah, I don't need to say anything because I feel you saying things is just enough for me to not say anything. So great. I don't give a fuck. You keep saying, yeah, bitch. Like, I don't give a fuck, okay? Because you're doing this to yourself.
Sorry. We're not next to Scarlett Johansson and going dad ass. What are you going to be doing? You're going to be fapping into a sock. Let's just end it that way, yeah?
Wow. So you're gonna be sexually harassing Scarlett Johansson, and I'll just be doing what normal people do, and not get a restraining order from Scarlett Johansson.
Who said I'm getting a restraining order?
You're going to keep staring at her ass, and that's what's going to happen. You're going to keep staring at her ass, and she's
No, hang on. Staring? No.
Just what normal blokes do, and just... You're going to be like, restraining order.
No, hang on. Looking at someone's ass isn't a call for a restraining order. If I went over and started slapping it constantly... Yeah, everyone's probably doing it on the set. She's in a skin-tight catsuit. What do you expect?
Can I get a job with you? I mean, I don't understand what you're hoping to achieve. I mean, you're going to get
ass. Just that ass. That's all I'm wanting to achieve.
I know Scarlett Johansson has an incredible ass, but that has nothing to do with anything. You're going to keep staring at her ass, and like, if you do it subtly, it can actually be, I don't know, somehow, I don't know, like, I can't think of the right word, but like, nice. Because, you know, that ass. But if you keep staring at her ass, like, all the time, she's going to be like, this guy is creepy and strange.
But the thing is, there's a point of this that you're forgetting. I am an incredibly attractive man. She's an incredibly attractive woman. If she sees me checking her out, she'll be like, oh, maybe he likes me. Maybe I'll go and talk to him. Oh, hello, sailor. Oh, I now pronounce you husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Dunn.
Hello, sailor? What are you... What?
That's what they say. Hello, sailor. It's a saying.
No, they don't. When has anyone ever said that? Ever?
The 1930s, probably, to be fair.
Exactly.
What? I don't get what the problem is.
30s. It's 2014, I think. I don't know what year it is anymore. LiveStream has broken my brain.
But yeah, and also, I just want to say, because there's been a bit of controversy. For the foreseeable future, Carmine Antonelli, also the guy who does the Let's Play and the Total Divas review show, is no longer allowed on this show because all he does is kick off that he didn't win some award that he made up. Okay?
Why? Carmine's brilliant. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Because he just comes on going, I should have won you. Hang on, let me do my American impression. Guys, I should have won you. Because I didn't won. Yeah.
You sound like a fucking weird caterpillar or whatever the fuck, like cockroach guy of Men in Black.
Well, he's American. He is American, so I'm right.
No, that's just the cockroach man of Men in Black.
Maybe Carmine's the cockroach man. Who knows?
I don't think he is, because he doesn't sound like the cockroach man.
He's probably like, guys, I'm not a cockroach man. I'm American.
That is uncanny. Why can you do that? You can do Gollum and Cockroach Man. Why are you so good at this shit impression? Don't understand. I don't get it.
Look, so he's banned from this show because all he does is complain that he didn't win some fictional award that he himself wanted. If he wanted an award, he should have done what I did: create a fictional award and give it to himself.
But that's because you're a dickhead. That's what dickheads do.
What's your point?
You're a dickhead. Go on. What more do you want from me, damn it?
Don't you have news to talk about? Why are you just out here insulting me?
I don't know. LiveStream has made me angry. So, last week we talked about the Royal Rumble, but the show failed, so fuck it. Randy Orton won, and also Bray Wyatt won, and also Daniel Bryan didn't fucking win the Rumble. Some guy called Batista did.
Batista?
Are they saying boo or Bootista? Boo! I was saying Bootista. Like, that's Ric Flair. That guy at the end, Hans Moleman,
yeah.
That is Ric Flair. Like, WrestleMania has taught me everything. That is actually Ric Flair.
Look. I think I said this in the other show, but I don't know how many people actually listened to last week's show, because it was basically unsavable here. So, I said I can see it from both sides of the argument. Daniel Bryan is the hottest thing, not in a gay way, he's the hottest thing in wrestling at the moment, right? The reaction he gets is on par, if not higher, than what Austin would get in the height of the Attitude Era, right? He just draws that out from the crowd. He is lightning in a bottle. And they didn't capitalise on that, and they still haven't capitalised on that, and that is wrong. Guys, the amount of money you can spend, you can make off this guy, is incredible. People will buy, yes, T-shirts, yes, signs, yes, dolls. I don't even know.
Yes, hats, yes, spoons, yes, knives, yes, forks. People will buy them.
If you think of any item, stick the word yes on it, and the wrestling fans will buy it.
Honest yes, dildos, yes, yo-yos, yes, fleshlights. I don't know. I can't think of anything else.
Exactly, right? Why you would want a fleshlight of Daniel Bryan, I don't know, Andy. But if whatever floats your boat, mate, whatever floats your boat, that's up to you. Anyway.
Whatever makes money, I don't give a fuck.
So, they've lost the opportunity there. On the other hand, Bryan was never advertised for the Rumble. He was never announced to be in the Rumble.
Yeah, but they did waste that Rumble.
They did. They did. But the fan reaction, whilst amazing and will go down in infamy for the fan reaction that event, I'm not sure if it was fully justified. Because everyone knew that Rey Mysterio was in the Rumble. He was on the Titantron before the event saying, "Happy death, I'm going to win, because I'm Rey Mysterio." Right?
I don't think that's what he said. I'm definitely saying he didn't go, I'm going to win the Rumble. I think it's mildly racist as well towards Mexico. But, whatever. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, fuck. Politically correct Andy over here.
So, when he came out at number 30, no one was, like, were people really surprised? If you listen back to the Suplah's live reaction to the Royal Rumble, we say at entry number 29, oh, well, that's Rey Mysterio's number 30, so Bryan's not in the event. So, what were they expecting? I'm confused as to what they were expecting here.
I don't know. They could have swerved it. If there's ever a time for a swerve, it was now. And I don't know, it doesn't make a lot of sense, and it makes everyone look bad when a guy who's only been there for a week wins the whole thing.
Hey, that wasn't even meant to be the original idea. He was meant to be a surprise entrant and win it. He was meant to have, the role Kevin Nash and JBL had.
This Rumble was awful.
It
like
was actually
JBL
really
in
bad.
it.
And
Kevin
JBL
Nash.
was only in it for like a minute, if that, and he just walked in with his suit. Guys, I said this, I think, on the pre-show or whatever of our live stream. No, we can't mention that thing again. Of our live TLC, not TLC, Royal Rumble reactions. What was my point? I can't even remember.
Oh, great, brilliant! Oh, congratulations! I've just got a fucking.
Oh no, that's it. Live. So as I was saying, I said that one of the worst Rumbles, in my opinion, was like Royal Rumble 2012, because all it was all the surprise entrants were the commentators. It was Michael Cole, Jerry Lawler, Booker T, and when JBL was announced for it, I just thought, this is pathetic. You've got guys on that roster that could have been in that event. What happened to Barrett? What happened to Wade Barra?
Well, I've got some good news. I've got some bad news. That's what he does.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Yeah, brilliant, Wad. Brilliant, Wad.
I don't know why you get annoyed. You sound just like him just then.
Yeah, because I can do a really good impression of him.
Do it again!
Well, I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Why do you get annoyed? I don't get it.
So, hang on, wait. So I can do Gollum, the Cockroach Man from Men in Black, and Wade Barrett.
They are all the most useless impressions in history.
To be fair, I think we can make a sitcom out of that.
We could, but I don't think anyone would want to air it or anything. I don't think that'd be a good idea.
Wait, we've got some good news, but we've got some bad news.
Tell me the bad news first.
Oh, well, we're gonna have to go through this. What?
This has gone too far already. Never do that again.
Just imagine them, like, roommates.
I do not ever want to hear that again in my life. That was
One's
horrible.
an insect, another's a pro wrestler, and the third is a CGI character. What will happen when they're all put into a room together? Join us for Roommates, 8 o'clock Central, only on CBS.
It's still better than Big Bang Theory, let's face facts.
To be fair, I think that show's better than most things on television nowadays.
I don't know, have you ever seen it without the canned laughter?
It's actually quite depressing.
It changes the way you look at it.
It's quite depressing.
Yeah, it's like, I'm socially awkward. And it's just like, great, brilliant, okay.
Let's laugh at a man who clearly has autism.
Yeah, like just the character of Sheldon clearly has some mild case of autism or something, and everyone laughs at him. You're just like, he doesn't understand anything. It's like, what? That's like laughing at disabled people. That's not nice. Who the fuck? Why would you do that?
Going back to the Royal Rumble, though.
Yes.
I think, to be fair, I think the fans kind of hijacked it. Well, not to be fair, they did. But
they did.
Was it really justified in hijacking it? Because don't get me wrong, I definitely understand their anger.
Yes.
But WWE never announced him for the Rumble, ever. They never said he was in it. And even before the event, at the weekend on Saturday or Friday, he said, they're keeping me away from the Rumble. They're keeping me as far away from the Rumble match as possible. Bryan said that. What were they expecting?
I think he said it afterwards.
No, he said it before, because afterwards he said the Yes Movement. That's where the Yes Movement came from.
I mean, I don't know. It's just stupid. Like, the people want this. The people want Bryan to be WWE Champion. That's what the people want. But for some strange reason, this isn't like it's an industry where it's like based off what the fans actually want, and the fans paying for it, and they want a network that the fans are going to pay for, and it's based on viewers, and it's based on all this stuff. For a company that's based on all these things, they don't listen to the people. So why do you think the Raw rating is going down? Why do you think fucking some of the worst segments on Raw involve Orton and Batista? Because no one wants to see these wankers anymore. For fuck's sake, Bryan can work harder than any other fucking person on that fucking roster, but Batista runs down the fucking ramp at the Rumble and is already fucking knackered. What the fuck?
He looks like a creative wrestler from 2K14.
He does! He looks like one of the preset people you can fucking get! I don't understand why he was allowed to look like that. He looked like a dickhead, and he looked completely exhausted.
And clearly,
fuck?
what really concerns me, to be fair, is that Orton and Batista, you look at the Rumble and you hear about the reports from backstage. Neither of these men can seem to control their anger. Neither of them. These guys are meant to be main eventing WrestleMania 30 in front of thousands upon thousands of fans who want Daniel Bryan in that position. People are going to walk out on that main event. People are actually going to walk out of WrestleMania 30. As soon as Bryan's match is over, whatever match it may be, whether it's Triple H or Sheamus for some weird reason, no matter what it may be, as soon as it's over, they're going to walk out.
It's as if they need Bryan inserted into that fucking match for people to stay and watch it. And the thing is, it's like, no one wants to fucking see these people, and then when Batista gets booed and starts flipping off at the fans and shouting at the fans, and then Orton, take what happened to Survivor Series. They were booing when he faced Big Show. They were booing, and they were like, say, turn this off or end this match. Orton couldn't control himself. He had to act like a knobhead. I know he's a heel, but he's a professional. Why the fuck are you acting like such a dick?
Well,
not even like in a professional, ooh, I'm a heel way, like as if to say, well, I'm not having my way. I'm going to shit in someone's bag.
Well, the thing is, have you seen, apparently, this letter that was sent out to various news websites from an anonymous top WWE star?
Right.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen them, no.
Right, let me see if I can try and find it. But basically, it's a letter. It's from an anonymous top star in the WWE, and he's basically having a go at the crowd. Right, he's saying, you know, you should enjoy the product you're getting, not hijacking shows and things like that.
Fuck off, dickhead! No, this is stupid. I'm sorry, but you're based in America, right? America is a place where you have, like, I don't know, they love the idea of freedom and liberty and, you know, freedom of speech and all this shit, and you're telling me what to feel, what to like.
Right, okay, hang on, I've got it here, right? Okay, so, like I said, it's supposed to be anonymous. I have an idea.
I'm so angry.
When I say this, I think you'll agree with me as to who my theory behind this letter is.
Okay.
So, and I quote, right? Internet is so funny. You all read the site, so you should all know the plans for Mania. None of those plans have Bryan in a title match, so the internet exploding at the end of the show is beyond laughable. Plus, don't hate on Ray. He didn't book himself as number 30. The way most of you were acting, the company should have called an audible.
Yes, they should!
And put Brooklyn Brawler as number 30, just to piss you off even more. Over 50,000 Mania tickets sold, and a network that will change your life forever is about to launch. So just relax and enjoy the product the company gives you. By the way, don't you all shit on the WWE for the September to November pay-per-views last year and said you were done... Oh, hang on, sorry, I misquoted there. By the way, didn't you all shit on the WWE for the September to November pay-per-views last year and said you were done, but turned around to watch / buy the Rumble? Pittsburgh, you were an awesome crowd, and it was an honour to be in your building last night. My theory is that letter was written by Randy Orton. Think about it. Who was in the main event of the September to November pay-per-views?
Randy Orton.
There you go. It's Randy Orton. It's
I'm sorry, but that doesn't make any sense. It's like the product that is given to you. No.
If this is no, we'll just turn over. It's
like someone force-feeding me shit and going, you like shit, don't you? You really like shit. Don't complain about eating shit. You love eating shit. No, I don't like shit. Why are you giving me shit? It's WrestleMania season. For Christ's sake, we don't care. We don't want Triple H on the screen. We don't want Randy Orton there because he's boring as fuck. We don't want Batista because... Why the fuck has he got any relevance? He has no relevance to anything. He's in a movie with Vin Diesel as a tree. Who cares? Who honestly gives a left fucking nutsack of that guy? But then again, It's not like Daniel Bryan is socially relevant right now because the fucking Seattle Seahawks, who actually just won the Super Bowl, tweeted at Daniel Bryan saying, yes, 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 for God's sake. Even fucking UFC have started saying, yes, yes, yes. So why, in the love of fucking Christ, is this what you're booking? It doesn't make any sense. It's dumb. Like, it doesn't make any sense. The Raw rating is going down, and the only way that these fucking morons are ever going to understand what's going on is if you stop watching their shit. Just stop watching it.
Yeah,
because
this is the thing. This is the thing, right? So I think it's Orton. So I'm going to say it's Orton until I'm proven wrong. So Orton says, so just relax and enjoy the product the company gives you.
But you can't. If you don't like it, how are you supposed to enjoy it?
Randy, you seem to forget that if we don't watch, the rating goes down. If the rating goes down, Raw gets cancelled. If Raw gets cancelled, WWE, chances are, will go out of business because Raw is their main show. With WWE out of business, you're going to have to head to TNA, which, let's remember, guys, that's doing financially badly. If Orton and Cena and all that went to TNA, they would bankrupt the company because the company would shell out so much money to get them on their roster, they would have no money to do anything else.
I don't think WWE would go out of business, but it's like, it's shit like this that why the UFC is so big. Because wrestling fans years ago got sick of the crap that they were fucking being given. And people, I don't want to say it's Orton, but people were like, just enjoy the product, guys. And everyone was like, no, I won't, because this is America you live in, right? You fucking believe in the freedom of speech and all of these freedoms and rights, and you have the right to like something or not like something, or whatever, right? Don't tell me what to like, okay? That pisses me off beyond all fucking belief. Don't tell me what to like, and then just say, just enjoy it, it'll be fine. No, it won't be fine. You're not giving me what I want. I'm gonna go watch fucking Dana White's UFC. Fuck what you're doing, because your thing is shit. That's what people have done, and that's what people are going to continue to do, because this kind of shit is hurting the business.
The thing is, the fans forget that we are actually the ones in charge.
Well,
if we don't like it, we won't watch it. Let's just look for an example, right? As we were talking about earlier with me working on the Avengers 2 coming up soon, just plugging that one out there again. But if the Avengers... Not even the Avengers...
no, I just realised you're better than Batista.
Oh, yeah. Oh, mate, better than Batista, better than The Rock. I am freaking awesome. Let's just leave it there. Anyway, as I was saying, let's say Iron Man 1 didn't do very well, critically or financially, right? People, the fans of Iron Man didn't like the film, therefore they didn't go and see the film, right? If that film never took off, we would never have the Avengers. We would never have this Marvel Cinematic Universe. Do you know how successful this is? Do you know how successful those films are?
Tell me, Liam.
The Avengers is the third highest grossing film of all time. The third in the history of film.
Yep.
Iron Man 3 is the fifth highest grossing film of all time. If Iron Man 1 never took off because the fans didn't like it, this cinematic universe would never happen. Why do you think the Hulk has never had another film? Because it wasn't very well...
Shit.
Exactly. People didn't like it. So guess what? They were like, right, well, we're not going to do any more Hulk films. He'll just show up in the Avengers from now on. And that's what he's done.
This is the problem. Like, the UFC exists. And the reason why it's so big is because people years ago was like, fuck off. This is going to happen again. It's just... I don't understand how you can say that. I mean, like, in a sense, I was thinking about this earlier, like, the network that they're bringing out is actually probably a hindrance on their booking, because people are going to go back, say, I don't want to say the Attitude Era, because that's, like, almost stereotypical, but go back to a time where they probably put it the most, and be like, that's awesome, and then they go back today, and then be like, this is shit. So then, if they're going to continue to say stuff like, oh, just enjoy the current product, like, no, you used to be really good, but now you're really shit, I'm going to go and watch UFC.
Yeah, instead of the fans asking them to put on a higher quality product that will be better for everybody, he's asking them to put up with a mediocre product that nobody really wants.
No, nobody wants any of the stuff.
That's not good business practice, guys.
But at the end of the day, like, it's weird. It's probably lucky how our show fucked up last week, and it's fucked up this week. But the card has now it's gone on completely up in the air. I've read reports like there's different fucking matches going on. It's just no one knows what the fuck's going on.
Well, it's funny. Should we talk about what the card was, and then of course with recent developments with Bryan, and of course we haven't even spoken about Punk walking out of the company yet.
This company's a mess.
Yeah,
this company's more of a mess.
I have never seen a road to WrestleMania in such bad shape. I mean, we've seen it bad, but I mean, this is when one of the main stars walks out during WrestleMania. Not even Austin did that.
I mean, this is the season where, according to like Bryan Alvarez and all that lot, this is the season where someone can make the most money. Correct?
Yes.
Like, money is a good incentive for everything in life. So if money, I just find that really was weird. But money,
brilliant.
If money can't give you any persuasion as to like staying within the company, and you have to leave, something is wrong. Something is bad.
Look, I think
that point would have been better if I didn't fart halfway through it.
Yeah, it would have, because you've just made it a little bit awkward. To be fair.
I'm the king of social awkward. Just get on with this.
And you wonder why you don't have any friends.
Well, you're coming here tomorrow, mate, so this is going to be super fun.
So, as I was saying, so the original card was that it was going to be Batista versus Randy Orton for the WWE title, John Cena versus Bray Wyatt for not a title, just a normal match, Triple H versus CM Punk, Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar, and Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. Now, with the reaction that Bryan's had, and Punk walking out on the company, apparently everything's gone back up in the air. Right?
Yeah. Good.
Is it, though? Because we've never seen the company in this bad shape going into WrestleMania. This is WrestleMania 30. This is an anniversary show, right?
In theory, but they're not really treating it... Well, I don't feel like they're treating it like it is. It's just like another WrestleMania.
I think they've probably... I think it's a conspiracy. I think since this has all happened, they've died it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I think they know this isn't going to be a good Mania. I think they know.
Because, I mean, like, with 20, they were like, it's where it all begins again. And it's like...
Well, the thing is, the reason why that worked was because they were in New York.
This is an entire fuck-up. This WrestleMania is a fuck-up. They're not at Madison Square Garden, so they fucked up. They fucked up the card because they just stuck random people into, like, stories that don't make now any interchangeable sense. And then it gets so bad that the actual people working for your company are now deciding to leave.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hearing rumours that Del Rio's leaving. Like, he's on his way out.
Yeah, he's on his way out. Because apparently he's upset that he's just being fed to Batista.
Well, why do you think people are getting annoyed? I don't, I'm hearing they're bringing back Stacy Keibler, which, you know, as a teenager, that would have been great. You know, like, when I was in my teens, hot. Now, I don't care. I don't want to see her again.
They're only bringing her back because she was shagging George Clooney.
Why bring back all these people? I don't understand.
Apparently, Stacy Keibler... I didn't even know this, but apparently Stacy Keibler has such a big profile in mainstream media. Like, you know, E! And, TMZ. Yeah. Because that's great journalism. That's what people, the smart people in the population really watch. E! and frickin' TMZ. Yeah, that's a great way to market your primarily male product to females. To get well, they've already got Total Divas. But the thing is, I'm going off topic. The thing is, though, is that everything that's happened, it's just thrown a wrench into the works. And I've actually heard rumours, and these are purely just rumours here, because what's being told is just, they contradict each other. One thing that I've been told is the Elimination Chamber.
Yes.
What apparently has been sort of looked at is the idea of Daniel Bryan winning the Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
This would then have Orton cash in, for a lack of better words, cash in his title rematch at WrestleMania, leaving a triple threat match between Bryan, Batista, and Orton. The problem with that is that it's quite clear, guys. Let's be honest here. It's quite clear Batista's walking out of WrestleMania as the champion.
Yeah, that's the problem.
If Batista or Randy Orton, or this is just going from this theory, by the way, if Batista or Orton or somebody who's not Daniel Bryan walks out of that event with the belt, it's not Bryan, it's someone else. They are going to be booed to high heaven.
Oh yeah.
And if it's Batista, that doesn't look good. He's supposed to be a big star babyface, and he's getting booed for winning. What does that say?
I don't understand. Like, Cena won the Rumble one year. It was like, I'm going to face Orton at whatever the fuck the pay-per-view was in February for the title. Like, he almost cashed in the whole Royal Rumble win at whatever the pay-per-view was at that time.
But so it's like, that's pointless because he main evented WrestleMania anyway. They just crowbarred Triple H in there. So that was kind of pointless anyway.
But they could have done anything. That idea is awful. What's the other idea?
Well, I'm looking at it now. This is apparently just breaking news. So, we've noted that there has been major WrestleMania creative meetings over the past couple of weeks or whatever. And it appears that, well, it used to appear that it was Triple H versus Daniel Bryan now going into WrestleMania. But apparently, plans may change again. With what's happened recently, it could be Daniel Bryan versus Kane. Either way, right? Either way this goes, nobody within WWE apparently expects Bryan to go over.
Oh my, are you fucking kidding me? So you're not even going to have him win at fucking WrestleMania? Like, if you're not going to put him in the title match, fine, because you shot yourself in the fucking foot by having some tattooed dickhead win, but now you're not even going to have Bryan fucking, like, go over. Why are you people stupid? Why don't you want 90,000 people screaming yes? Why do you not want that? I don't understand. Why do you not want that? Someone answer me. Why do you not want that?
I just don't get what this disliking of Daniel Bryan is. I mean,
he is the most over person in history.
We know this because
by saying yes. That's all you have to do.
They turned
The Rock had to come up with a catchphrase. Austin had to say what, right? Not even what. He had to come up with fucking. That's a catchphrase. He had to come up with a catchphrase. Bryan says yes and no. That's all he does. And he's actually transcended professional sports and mainstream popular fucking culture. And you people are so stupid. You won't fucking let him go over at WrestleMania. Are you all fucking dumb? Why are you being paid? Why are you being paid? I'll do it for free. I'll fucking book this shit for free. I'll do it now. Bryan goes over. The end. God. I want credit to me, because I'm getting sick of this shit. I'm getting sick of this conversation about Bryan. Just Bryan this, Bryan that.
Right.
It's
this is it. This is what we're going to do.
Sake.
This is what we're going to do, right? Because apparently the internet wrestling community is a joke among wrestlers in WWE. And rightfully, rightfully so. No. Listen. Shh. Listen.
Everyone knows it's fake. Who cares? Who fucking cares? Everyone has the internet.
Let me finish my point, right?
2014, for fuck's sake.
So, apparently the internet wrestling community is a joke to them. Because apparently, all we do is we go online, we complain, we say how much we hate the product, kind of like what we're doing now. And then we watch the shows, we buy the merchandise, we go to the live events. I can see where they're coming from, to be honest. So,
okay,
for the dozen or so listeners that we have here,
we're going to make such an impact.
We're going to make such a massive impact. But nevertheless, I'm going with it.
Alright.
I want all Suplah co-hosts, Carmine, Glenn, Keelan, I don't even think he watches it anymore, but nevertheless, I want all the fans that listen to this show, whether
if
it's a
you can
dozen,
hear our voice,
right? Whether it's a dozen or it's 100, right? Or 200, whatever, right? This is what I propose we do. Watch Elimination Chamber, right? I would say If you have to pay for it, go for it. If you can go for it illegally, go with that. They don't deserve your money. Watch the Elimination Chamber, because this is their last chance. If Daniel Bryan loses at the Elimination Chamber, the Suplah is boycotting WWE. This is not a threat. This will happen.
Wow.
We will not report WWE. We will not talk WWE. I will not watch WWE. Well, we will not watch WWE. We will not watch WrestleMania. We are a small chunk. We are.
I don't watch it. I don't care.
You're going to watch it?
I'm not going to watch it.
Right.
Someone else is going to have to pay for it. I don't care. I'm not watching it.
I'm going to give them one last chance. Elimination Chamber is your final opportunity, guys. We may be a small chunk, but nevertheless, we are a chunk here.
Yeah, but I'm guaranteeing that we're not the only podcast here that have said the exact same thing. So I'm glad. I'm glad. If all the podcasts, whatever podcast you are, I don't know if you're listening to us. Podcasts unite. Fans of our podcasts unite. If this doesn't go through, if Daniel Bryan gets pinned, taps out, they cancel his appearance, if he doesn't walk out of Elimination Chamber with the title, boycott it. Right? It's the only way we're going to get through to them. I'm telling you, boycott it. The other retarded rumor was that he was gonna Extreme Rules was gonna be like the big event for Bryan. He was gonna finally win the belt because it was gonna be in Seattle. Well, it's not in Seattle anymore. The first big show after WrestleMania is now scheduled for the Izod Center in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Which, by the way, was where Raw was after WrestleMania last year.
Oh God, he's not going to win, is he?
He's not going to win. So,
what's the point?
Whether you're fans of the show, whether you're other podcasts, you've got to listen to us. We are a small minority, yes, but nevertheless, we can try and fight this. You've got to boycott it. If Elimination Chamber, Bryan does not walk out as the champion, that's it. We're boycotting it. It's purely TNA.
Don't buy their network, even. Don't buy their stupid network.
Yeah,
I want it to be like an XFL
in
favorite.
fact,
like that
I would say, bad. If he doesn't walk out of Elimination Chamber as a champion, don't buy the network.
No,
don't watch Raw. Don't watch SmackDown. Don't watch Main Event. Not like anyone does. But don't. Just don't. We will become purely TNA and even Ring of Honor. We'll stretch into the indies if we have to. We will not discuss WWE, and we will boycott WrestleMania.
You know what? Fuck it. Ring of Honor actually looks like they're at their best right now because they got AJ Styles, they got Chris Hero, and a bunch of other people. So, fuck it. We'll do Ring of Honor.
That's what we'll do. That is what we'll do.
And you can watch their shows for free, so that's nice.
Well, it's only a couple of weeks late, but you can watch it for free.
Who cares? It's free.
But that's what I'm proposing. That is what I'm saying. You know what? It's funny, because last year, you yourself did a boycott on the WWE when Cena won the Rumble. Now, we're all doing it.
Yeah.
We're all doing it.
I stopped watching, and then the only reason I knew WrestleMania happened was because I got someone else to pay for it. Because it was my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, Christ. That's going to be like the worst birthday.
Nevertheless, I'm saying it now.
Well,
right.
Since we're talking about the network, we might as well talk about how the network will affect us here in the United Kingdom, where we eat crumpets and have bad teeth. Sky B have renewed their exclusive UK and Ireland broadcasting deal with the WWE until 2019, and have announced that all of their pay-per-views will be on Sky Box Office.
Brilliant.
If WWE decide to limit the network for UK audiences, restricting pay-per-view access only to Sky Box Office, this could actually mean fans will have to pay more for WWE than they already do, because previously some pay-per-views would air for free if you had a Sky Sports subscription. WWE hopes to launch the network in the UK by 2015. Why in the hell would they do this? Company is actually worse than TNA. I just had a fucking flash. TNA are actually geniuses. They're actually geniuses because they put out all their stuff for free. Well, WWE bought stuff out, and they got to pay for it. Pay for everything.
The thing is, no.
You have to pay for Sky, pay for a subscription, and then pay.
Hang on. I wouldn't say TNA are geniuses. Yes, their stuff over here is on free television, and we get all their pay-per-views for free.
Yes.
But where are they making their money from?
The live events.
Oh, that's true. But no, hang on, no, they only do one live event a year.
What, they need to come over more. I'm telling you, if TNA just were like, they're in Nashville and Dixie's like,
how much money is it going to cost us?
Nashville. We have to stay in Nashville.
Hang on, this is my gimmick. Like, look, it's all well and good saying they need to come over here more often, but how much money does it cost to bring all that gear and all those people?
Just permanently just stay here. Like, they have their most success here. For some oh yeah, because there's no other wrestling companies. That was slightly controversial, but fuck it.
Oh yes, we've got so many great indies out there. Yes, it's so good.
I
love Wife.
Alliance. Like,
I love Wife Beaters. He's my favourite wrestler. Best wrestler in the British indie scene. Yes, Wife Beater. Yeah, brilliant.
I don't think that's whatever. But my point is that they draw the most people here. So why don't they just come here more often? Like, every time they do, like, a video, like a flashback video of the year, they do crowd shots from England or Scotland. Which, by the way, they're the only wrestling company who think, you know what, we won't do a live show from England, we'll do it from Scotland. Like, what?
Scotland? Yeah, haggis! I'm angry and I'm Scottish.
So fucking weird. It's what? Then MVP came back. So yeah,
that happened. Wish it didn't, but it did. Nothing we can do now.
Oh God.
Apparently, he's not even signed to. He's not signed to a contract with TNA. Be funny if WWE got him.
Wait, he's not signed to a. How is he? How is he doing this?
I'm just saying. This is apparently from what I've heard. He's not actually signed to a contract just yet. I'd love if WWE hired him again, just to piss off TNA.
How can he work somewhere without a fucking contract? I don't get it.
Well,
I mean, what?
No. As a freelancer, I can tell that you can work places without contracts. But in TNA and WWE, I don't think that's a very smart. Did TNA not learn from Shannon Moore?
Did TNA not learn from AJ Styles or anyone? Like, if their contract is running out or they don't have one, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, you have no legal obligation to show up. If MVP just wants to go, actually, I don't want to be on this show, he can walk out. He doesn't have to be there.
But I'm shocked at...
Saying that, Punk has a contract and he walked out still, so...
True. I'm just shocked that, like... I don't know, he would do that, and he turned up in Scotland, of all places.
Yeah!
So
why
exactly
Scotland?
In the United States.
Why Scotland? Of all the places you can show up in, why Scotland, guys? Like, really?
Oh, dear. I still don't understand it. I mean, I know, show up in areas where there's the least amount of wrestling, like Scotland, but what the fuck?
Saying that, it's only MVP. I mean, MVP, don't get me wrong, he was good, but by the time he left WWE, he was just teaming with Mark Henry. He wasn't really doing anything special. It's not like they got Punk or even Christian, because Christian walked out on his own terms at the end of his contract, and as soon as he left, he went to TNA. Like, within a month. So that was a bigger deal. MVP, don't get me wrong, he's done well in Japan, but in terms of Western... How many Western audiences, except for the hardcore wrestling fans, how many actually watch Japanese wrestling? Go on, tell me.
It's very few.
Exactly. So, as far as we're concerned, just going off from people who just watch Western wrestling, not even Western, like American wrestling, I'm not even saying like they watch Mexico, just from basically people who watch WWE and Ring of Honor, the guy hasn't been seen since about 2010. It's not exactly a big shock.
I don't get the story. So what is he like?
I think he's a private investor. Because they fucking need that in real life. Let's make a story.
I love how they're doing a story about something that they actually need. I don't
the irony,
get it. Like,
the sheer irony.
Like, what is this? Is this like help us? Like, what are they doing? I don't get it.
We need a private investor. No, we can't do it without it. But it'll make a good storyline.
No, it won't. No, it won't. I can tell you this. No, it won't.
Stupid.
So yeah, this is what the show's going to turn into if Bryan doesn't go over at Elimination Chamber, guys. An hour of this.
Jesus.
It will just turn into the final half hour is just Dixie Gollum.
Also, whilst we were talking about the network at one point, the Over the Edge 1999 pay-per-view will be on the WWE Network. WWE have released a full list of pay-per-views that will be included on the WWE Network at launch. This is essentially every WWE, WCW, and ECW pay-per-view event. Some fans may not realize, though, that ECW had many big events. They only had about 20 actual pay-per-views. WWE's list does not include Crossing the Line 1999 and the joint pay-per-view with FMW in 1998.
So hang on, before you continue, why not Crossing the Line 1998? Was there something that happened there?
Fine, I don't know. I'm going to make it.
Sorry. 99. Is that the mass transit incident? Or was that a house show? I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong.
ECW thing.
Right, okay. But,
oh, wait a minute.
What?
No, Crossing the Line was an ECW event, so I'm going to assume it was the mass transit.
I would probably assume it is, to be fair.
I'm Googling it now.
But I find that surprising that they're willing to put Over the Edge 1990. I mean, I don't think any of us would really have complained. Not that it wasn't a good pay-per-view. I mean, I didn't see it, but I'm sure it was all right. But with the controversy around it, I don't think anyone really would have been that surprised if they left it out.
Okay, it's not the mass transit incident. It's just, the main event was Rob Van Dam versus Jerry Lynn.
I thought it was supposed to be good then. Everyone loved those matches.
What's wrong with this event?
Oh, I don't know. But, yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, I would have thought putting Over the Edge up would have been like putting up the CCTV from the Benoit mansion.
Yeah, I don't get that at all, because those of you who don't know, they're including that pay-per-view, which was the night Owen Hart died, and there'll be likely some kind of advisory before it's streamed. Also, it's apparent, although the original series on the Monday Night Wars, no TV shows will be available at the launch, so you won't be able to watch the Monday Night Wars week to week, only the pay-per-views. What the fuck is the point?
I thought when they were going to do this network, I was expecting it to have thousands of hours already. And I'm sure that you add up all the pay-per-views that they've got, it does equal up to a lot of hours. But with the way they were saying it, they should have specified basically that was their long-term goal, instead of basically misleading people saying, when you order it, you'll have all this content. Because it's quite clear they won't.
I mean, that's just marketing 101. That's just like fucking lie to people, and then you're like, yeah, we're gonna do it eventually. Yeah, sure.
If you read the very, very small fine print that's really fine and small, you would have seen. It would have been a pixel on your screen.
Just be like, it was on the screen the whole time. How did you not see it?
But it's like a pixel. That's how big it was. Just one pixel. If you actually read that.
I'm shocked at this. Are they allowed? Is Owen Hart's widow still annoyed with the company? I can't remember.
Yes, and she
this
will always
like
be.
A stupid thing to do.
Until she dies, she will always be annoyed with the WWE. That's why he's not been put in the Hall of Fame yet.
But that event wasn't even that good. That's what makes it like if we take the Owen Hart thing aside for a second,
right?
That event was shit anyway.
What was the main event? Because I know there was a lot of controversy that the show continued.
Yeah, but they should have. I don't know. I don't know if this is a good idea to put it on when the widow is like, "Why do you keep making money off my dead fucking husband?"
Yeah, that's the other thing. That's the other thing.
Like, why do you keep doing this? Like, you sent him up there, he died, you continued the pay-per-view, didn't offer a refund, I don't know if they gave the widow any money for the event, I don't know. But it's like, why are you doing this? I mean, the main event, according to Wikipedia, was The Undertaker against Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, it would have been, wouldn't it? Yeah, around that time.
Yeah, and The Rock defeated Triple H.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, because, but I think it's very odd, very odd. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very interesting show, to say the least.
Fuck off, LiveStream.
But after talking about Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, I don't even think we even really spoke about CM Punk, did we?
We didn't. Should we just quickly talk? We can't ignore the Punk situation.
Yeah, I think this is the elephant in the room. I think we need to talk about the Punk situation just very briefly.
Because, we did kind of say that Punk had left. But, apparently Punk is, not talking to anybody. He hasn't done any tweets or anything, I don't think.
No, he hasn't.
Signs are being confiscated at arenas.
Well, the thing is...
What the fuck is going on?
We've heard different reports. Some people saying that Punk has left the WWE because of creative differences. He didn't like where his character was going. He didn't like that he was facing Triple H, and chances are he was going to lose to Triple H. He didn't like that fact. To be fair, I can understand. Mm-hmm. I think, didn't they have a match at Night of Champions 2011 and Triple H won or something?
I think Kevin Nash got involved.
Oh, was it Kevin? It was something like that. Anyway.
Something stupid.
Something ridiculous. So Punk, apparently from one report, he wasn't happy with where things were going for him. He said that he feels by now he should be in the main event of WrestleMania. That was his goal. He wanted to be in the main event of WrestleMania, and he thought if it's not now, he's never going to do it. Rumours say that he realised that with John Cena being around, he'll never be the number one babyface. He wanted to be the number one villain, but WWE was very they didn't want to turn him heel again so quickly after becoming a babyface. So apparently he was just fed up. He knew he was going to be second fiddle to both Cena and Orton. But other reports say that it's not anything to do with that. Other reports say he is legitimately hurt and he's walked out because he's too injured to keep going.
I mean, I think Keelan said it last week that every time he does that elbow drop, he's wincing in pain. He legitimately he's I don't want to do this fucking move anymore.
Yeah, he looks like he's in sheer pain every time he does it.
And I mean, I don't know, he kind of just needs time off, I guess. I don't know.
But the thing is, I can understand he might want time off for being injured, but that does not explain why he's not tweeting, why he's not getting back to anybody backstage. Doesn't explain why the company has now Benoit'd him.
Because they did an article about how Ring of Honor, how a small company had such an influence over WWE, with people like Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, Antonio Cesaro. But guess whose name they've chosen to ignore?
CM Punk.
CM Punk. And it's what the fuck are you doing? What are they... It's both sides are kind of in the wrong. Because WWE is no, we're not going to talk to you anymore. And Punk's no, we're not going to talk to you anymore. Just fucking talk. Jesus Christ, it's WrestleMania season, and if I have to deal with Orton and Batista as the main event, I'm going to go mental. I can't deal with that wank main event. Just stick Punk in with Bryan for no reason.
It would have been better. It would have been better. It would have been better than where they're going now. This WrestleMania is in such bad shape, and I think they know it's in bad shape. That's a sad thing. I think they know, and they're going to go along with it being in bad shape. They've not thought, hang on guys, Punk's walked out, Bryan's being over and we're not doing anything with him. Let's put two and two together here. They're the two hardest working guys in the company. Why don't we put them in there?
I mean, Punk did say in an interview with Ariel Helwani last week, not last week, it'll be 2 weeks ago now, that his contract expires in July and that everything was up in the air. So... it sounds like he hasn't been happy for a while.
Well, the other sad thing is that apparently he wasn't even very well liked backstage, and a lot of people are kind of happy he's gone. Apparently Triple H won't even handle this situation. He's handed it over to Vince. Triple H said, apparently, this is just reports by the way, but apparently Triple H has said that he never felt Punk was respectful, nor deserving of the position he wanted, and he thinks that if Punk wants to go, he can go. Vince
That's
wants
ironic
Punk
coming
back.
from the guy that kind of married into the family. I find that really
And
ironic.
kind of ironic that he was the one who wanted to beat Punk at WrestleMania, despite the fact that he's quite clearly past his prime.
And he has a say in the creative process, and he's like, maybe I should beat Punk, guys. Like, what?
Oh, it's WrestleMania. It's the 30th WrestleMania. He goes, maybe I should win. Maybe I should win. Because, I beat Brock Lesnar last year, but before that I did lose twice in a row.
Yeah, it was to The Undertaker, Hunter. Yeah, but I did lose. I did do the job. Yeah, but Hunter, you did go up against Triple H. You did go up against Undertaker there. Yeah, but I did lose.
Yeah, but it's the Undertaker. You kind of expected to lose. Okay. And then before that, Hunter, before that, you beat Sheamus. And then before that, I think you did...
Lesnar.
What? He didn't beat Brock
Oh, no,
Lesnar.
sorry, the year after he beat
Jeez.
Brock Lesnar. So for, the past fucking, years, he's just won matches. When Punk has lost matches.
Why does he need to go over? That's the thing. It's this anti-authority figure. Why does he need to go over? The whole
But
point...
his gimmick doesn't make sense. There's weeks when Triple H is a face, and then he's a heel, and he's a face, and he's a heel. Make up your mind! Fuck!
And I think on that note, guys, I think we should probably end the show.
So, yeah.
Let's just reiterate, before we finish this, let's just reiterate.
Yeah.
If Bryan does not win the championship at the Elimination Chamber, and I'm going to be honest, it's quite certain that he won't, we need to actually boycott this company. It is the only way they will learn. We are a small podcast. We have a small fan base. But if that fan base speaks to another podcast's fan base, and that fan base speaks to others, and we get this thing growing and moving, I think we can actually make a difference here.
Yeah. So this is where we need Glenn to go ape shit on Twitter.
This is the only single way that we can do this. The company is bigger than one of us. If one of us boycotts it, then it's not going to matter. If hundreds upon thousands boycott it, then we send a message. It's the only way we can get this company to change. You know what? They say we're a joke. Let's prove to them that we're not. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been your Oscar-nominated individual, Liam Dunn.
And I am Andy Quad.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Goodbye.